Hey guys, Uncle Ray. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions. Now guys, I do my research for me, and I share with my community. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear. And guys, you need to hear me out on this video. Now, if you're invested in real-world assets, one of the hottest sectors in crypto, this is going to help you a lot. Now, I can't be more bullish. And over the last couple of months, I've been talking about projects like Mantra and Rio and ONDO Finance. There's a lot of opportunity in this sector. But keep in mind, it's a little diluted. They can't all get to crazy billions of dollars of market cap. And guys, once you watch this video, you're going to start to understand how the legacy banks and Wall Street and the governments are starting to take over this technology. And in my opinion, what I see every day in my deep dives is that the utility is being used to make these companies more money. The tech is actually being adopted. And the speculation on these projects is getting less and less. So keep that in mind. And you'll understand more as we go through this video. But guys, this is a huge thing that I just uncovered, because you got players like BlackRock, Ripple, Coinbase, Deloitte, HBAR, all coming together through one powerhouse company, and they have a roadmap that is using a ERC 7518 token that is a liquidity and highly compliant token. And I don't know exactly how it's going to be used, but I have a pretty good understanding, and I'm going to show you the process. And I'm going to show you the ecosystem that, guys, it is no ifs and buts about it going to be one of the dominant players. And I think it's going to help show you how all this technology and all these players are going to merge. And in my opinion, if you go back and study the 2000.com, you're going to see most of these projects disappear, definitely not make new all-time highs, but you're going to see the next Google and Microsoft and Amazon type projects come out of crypto. Now, we don't need, 50 layer ones or, 50 layer twos or half the gaming projects. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't be hodling these tokens. Now hit the like button. Let's dive into it. All right. It all started when I saw this article right here. It said Aurum Equity Partners unveils 1 billion tokenized fund on XRP ledger. Now, it doesn't mention Ripple in the title. So anyway, as I dug into it, it basically said they are going to be using the XRP-L, and they're using a company called Zoniqx. So I'd never heard of that company. Well, I didn't know there was a name change from Tacit. I've done a handful of videos on Tacit over the years telling people, like when you're looking at tokenized assets and cross-border payments, that they were a powerhouse. And I looked at their roadmap 2 years ago. I knew they were going to be a powerhouse. And now they have partnered and they've created this ecosystem that is amazing. And I really believe there's only 2 or 3 different entities, like maybe the Swift tokenized platform that they're creating, and maybe something Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan's doing. Visa may have a shot at it, but outside of that, guys, this is what's going to happen in the future. Unfortunately, Wall Street and the banks are starting to take over. And if you do some unbiased research, now it's clear, guys. I do deep dives every day, and crypto is going toward Wall Street and the banks. They have the tech, they have their plans, and we need to pay attention to that, or you're just going to make some bad decisions. Anyway, so once I read this article, I went to look at Zoniqx. And I may not be saying that correctly, but it's all good. But go to their website, guys, surf around, and just see what the future looks like. It's companies like this. Their website is Zoniqx.com. And I'm not going to go through it, but there's a wealth of information. Just go surf around and read some of their articles. This is the ecosystem we're going to be talking about, where you can see Coinbase and Zoniqx and SecureNet and Amazon, HBAR, Ethereum, Polygon, Ripple, and Deloitte. We're going to be going through that, and I want to show you how it's being used, especially when it comes to Ripple, because a lot of people are just going to assume, there you go, Ripple and XRP is taking over the world. Well, that's something we need to definitely talk about. I want you to understand what's going on with real world assets and in this ecosystem. BlackRock has a liquidity fund that's part of this. Guys, this is massive. Whether we like it or not, I don't like this personally. I wish that BlackRock didn't have anything to do with it. But BlackRock is one of the most dominant, if not the most dominant player in all of crypto. They got their fingers in everything. They've partnered with, this project is partnered with PwC. So guys, if you think about this, I want y'all to think about this. A lot of times when, you see these projects, like whether it's Ripple or Stellar or whatever, you got to understand how the world works. These banking relationships have been around for hundreds of years, and they're not going to change. They're very slow to change the power players. And when they do make big changes like into blockchain, they all have consultants like IBM, PwC, Deloitte. Well, IBM and Deloitte, for instance, are on the governing council of HBAR, and you're going to start seeing that play out just like you do in this video. And guys, stick with me. We're about to get to the good stuff. Let's see here. Now, they have their own token, and it's a ERC7518 token. I totally don't understand this. I wish I had a developer friend that could explain it to me, but this was designed for compliance and to be totally regulation compliant, and it's around the world, and they call it their Tokenized Asset Lifecycle Management Solution, and it's the DYOR token for real world assets, and it provides liquidity of all digital assets. All right, and go there. That's on their website, guys. Look at this, and it's going to run on the Ethereum virtual machine, guys. Whether we like it or not, the big major projects are going to live on Ethereum, or definitely be a part of it. That's where all the big money is. That's why you got the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. They started, 10 years ago, going around the world to make sure that they could make Ethereum one of the chosen ones. All right, look at this ecosystem, guys. Let me shrink it down a little bit if I can. You got Coinbase. Hold on one second. You got here we go. You got Coinbase, Hedera, Polygon. There we go. Metaco, Amazon, Ripple, and Deloitte. And then pretty much SecureNet, and Zoniqx, which is in the center, definitely have BlackRock in the mix as that liquidity project that they have. And they have partnered with Zoniqx as well. Now, I'm going to get back to this in a minute, but just let me mention something. The BIS and the International Monetary Fund and all that stuff's tied in together. Well, I didn't know, and I want to give a shout out to Crypto Airy. She mentioned that BIS is one of the largest shareholders in Ripple Labs. I had no idea that. Now, let's go through how this is all going to play out for what I can uncover. If nothing else, is a good understanding of, is this bullish for HBAR? Is it bullish for Ripple? Is it bullish for Polygon? Whatever. So basically, I have no doubt that the biggest player as far as custody is going to be Coinbase. They also brought in Metaco, but I have no doubt that, because of all the institutional money already going in and out of the Coinbase custody, that's going to be the biggest player and one of the biggest beneficiaries of this. Amazon is obviously going to be their cloud. HBAR has two things: the consensus mechanism for like when you get atomic settlement with two different smart contracts on the ledger. It basically confirms each side. And then they are also big into ESG tracking and all that compliance stuff. And I'm sure Hedera is going to be that part of it. Amazon cloud storage, I said that. Deloitte, guys, think about this. Deloitte has a customer, some of the biggest customers around the world. They're going to push this project, and that's the way it works, guys. People don't just reach out to, like, say, Stellar. They get taken there. They reach out to their consultings. They reach out to JP Morgan. They reach out to Deloitte, IBM, and people that they respect and have done business with. So obviously it is on the Ethereum ecosystem, that's going to be the number one thing. From what I can tell, when it comes to Ripple and the XRPL, that they're going to probably use 2 or 3 of Ripple's different services. But here's the deal, guys, and I need everyone to understand this. And if you disagree, please call someone out, have them explain it to you. But I am about 99.9% positive that this is a true statement. And no one's ever corrected me, and I've called people out for years. But Ripple's customers do not buy or own retail XRP. So all these new business services that Ripple is creating, it's to use Ripple's supply. And that's why you can watch videos like this, and every single day, Ripple this, Ripple that, XRPL this, XRPL that, and the token doesn't pump. Why? Because no one has to buy retail supply. They're paying and using Ripple supply, and Ripple has roughly half the supply. So for about the next 20, 25 years, when you hear banks are using XRP or projects like this, real world assets, even if they have to pay gas fees on the XRPL, Ripple's going to be paying it and making money for that transaction. You really need to understand that. So this is a little bit bullish for XRP, but extremely bullish for Ripple. I have no doubt Ripple will be a Fortune 100 corporation maybe in the next 20 years. But anyway, guys, keep in mind this type movement is what's going to happen in the future and in every sector, whether it's DeFi or gaming or whatever. And it's changing every single day. But unfortunately, no matter how bullish this sounds, it's really not going to move the needle for Hedera or Polygon. I think long term, definitely Ethereum will benefit the most, being that it's totally deflationary, and the more it picks up, there's a point where Ethereum could absolutely start to rip if the volume picks up a lot, because it's already at the deflationary stage. In the long run, I think when Ripple and Hedera, for instance, and Polygon, when they get fully diluted, there may be something there. But I don't think either one of these projects are going to hit new all-time highs in this bull run, no matter how bullish this seems, because the companies don't make enough money. XRP doesn't generate money. HBAR isn't generating enough money. Polygon isn't generating enough money, and it's a lot closer. But guys, for the token to have value, it's got to do more than just be a utility mechanism. And as long as the foundations and the companies have that huge supply, like Polygon, they changed the tokenomics last year. So as long as that huge supply is out there, it's going to be hard for these projects to make a new all-time high. That's not FUD. That's not me being negative. That's just reality. Well, that being said, guys, this is extremely bullish. I mean, you got BlackRock and, Hedera and Ripple and all these players coming together. and it just shows us the future. So therefore, don't start hodling these projects. Take your profits, or you're going to become the profits. That being said, I do one-on-one coaching for $250 for 3 Zoom or phone calls. If you need some help, reach out. We can talk about projects like this. We can get you a game plan for dollar cost averaging in and out. Look at your portfolio, and no matter what, guys, get you a game plan and a roadmap to take some profits. You got to have a strategy to deal with the FUD and the FOMO. So whether you take me up on that or not, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section. Hit the like button and come back and be part of this community. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Take care.